Hello, what's up guys? Alex Gomez here. On today's video I'm going to show you how to create the mushroom guy on Zbrush. So once you open Zbrush, you're gonna get the light box, and in the light box just double click to Dynawax. I like to work with this material, so let's do that. Once the Dynawax sphere is seen on our canvas, we're gonna click the perspective, turn it off, the perspective, and to get like an orthographic view. Then we're gonna use the move tool. To use the move tool, the short key is BMD. So what we're doing right now is just blocking. This video has been sped up just twice, so just to get it a little bit more more speed. Sometimes it's kind of like annoying to get like watch a video that is like an hour and a half long. So for this purpose, just speed it up twice. So we're just blocking, smoothing and blocking the main body. So to get that tool, we just that window, we just press a space bar, and with the space bar we create we get our brush option, so we can change the size and the focal length and the focal size, sorry. Then we're gonna mask the sides to do our arms. So we're gonna stretch, mask and stretch. We mask, invert mask, so we mask with control and we draw a mask, and we invert mask with control shift and click outside, and we invert the mask. Okay, so now, oh, that's too much. I like to use the inflate tool as well to move. Sometimes when there's some really skinny parts, I like to inflate it. And let's keep going with the mushroom guy just to block it out. Part of the face. Sometimes in these processes it takes a long time. When I had the design and then I always end up changing some of my original designs, because I like to go with the flow, what I like or what I don't like, what I see, what it works or it doesn't work. When you're working on production, you have to stick with the designs, eh? But if you're working like on your own projects for fun, just do whatever you want, as long as it looks good and as long as you're enjoying it, and I think that looks great. Okay, so let's do the first layer of kind of like the head of the mushroom. I don't know how you call that, but the head of the mushroom. So what I did there was mask it like a circle and then put it up, and then after done that, I Dynamesh and I smooth it out. So to Dynamesh, because the Dynawax is already Dynamesh, you just have to Dynamesh. So just hit Control and drag outside of the model, and it will Dynamesh. So now I mask that part, invert mask, and I'm gonna get the other side of the hat. It's looking kind of weird, but it's gonna work out. And to fix all the stretches, you just Dynamesh. It works so good when you're stretching and blocking. Yeah, Dynamesh is amazing. So let's keep working on that shape. We just cut it out. I just trim curve. That's the one that I use. So you can access it from your brush tool, and you activate it with Control Shift. And I'm gonna do the third part of my hat. So I just put it down and scale it down. That's great. Okay. It's gonna be with 3 levels, so I'm just doing like 2 levels here now, and I'm gonna create a new level. So do the same, mask, invert mask, and pull it out. That's the whole process. Maybe there's some other techniques that you can get those results faster, but that's the way I know it. It works for me, it's good. So in this part I turn off symmetry off. So to turn off symmetry, you just press X. And in this case we can just kind of like give a little bit of randomness to our hat. Okay, so just move it, and then control drag outside and you get the Dynamesh, and then the smooth, and just keep doing the shape of it. Just pretty much blocking. I'm not getting into any details, you just kind of like getting the rough shape. It's gonna look. So just get a little bit, not a little bit, but a lot of not symmetry, like asymmetric. So it looks more random, much better. When you get like something that is very symmetric, it just like looks too perfect, that looks weird. So this is just using the move tool. I haven't used any other brushes, just the move brush. And if you see, we're just creating like a red, kind of like a cool shape already, just using the move tool. Okay, that's looking much better. Now I'm gonna add the fill. I'm gonna fill it up a little bit. You can do this with the Chain Olsen's brushes, or you can use clay buildup and fill it up and then smooth it out. But I like to use the Chain Olsen's stylized character brushes. They're really cool. They work perfect. Okay, so I just start filling it out. A little bit kind of like the stems, I think it's called. So anyways, just guys, please subscribe to my videos. I really appreciate it. It's a big help if you subscribe. Now I'm gonna turn symmetry on and I'm gonna start working more in the hands, getting the arms and hands ready. So this is kind of like a mushroom guy that doesn't have like a specific set of fingers or arms, so I just did random. Probably I just did it, to be honest, just to save time, so I didn't want to put like a real hands and fingers. But anyways, now I'm gonna add this brush. I'm gonna create one brushes for you guys and I'm gonna give it for you for free, but just please give me a little bit of time to get that done. I've been pretty busy lately, but once that's get over some stuff, I'm gonna create like a set of brushes so you can create your own characters. And I'm gonna give it's kind of like similar to this insert mesh that I'm using, but it's gonna be a little bit better. So I'm gonna give it to you for free, guys, but just be a little bit patient. You just need to subscribe and follow me on Instagram, and you will see when the tool is gonna be ready. It's kind of gonna be like a parts of the body that you can just you know, like insert. Okay, so now that we did our legs, we're gonna do our feet. This is kind of like a branch, it's kind of feet, kind of like, it's a weird guy. It's a weird, cute, funny guy. It's the kind of creatures that I do. So also, if you have any questions or something, just let me know. Just in the comments below, send me a message through Instagram. I use a lot of Instagram, so send me a message. And you have any comments, suggestions, any tutorials that you want me to do, that you want to learn, just let me know. Okay. So for the heels right there, I'm just using the clay buildup, and in the clay buildup I go to brush on top, the brush menu, And I turn on auto masking because it's a pain. Sometimes you are doing something in one side and it's affecting the other side. So in that case, when you're using auto masking, you work on one side and the back of that mesh that you're working on is not being affected. Okay, now create the eyes. If you see, and if you have followed my tutorials or my speed sculpts, you will see that I use almost the same techniques for all my characters when I'm sculpting. So I think this is a little bit too big. I think I'm gonna just sharpen it out. That's perfect. Yeah. I think that I ended up changing the face. I think it looked really creepy, really creepy. Not the face, but the mouth. So I tried to give it like a more, kind of like weird mouth. Yeah, that looks much better. So once I put it in, I just hit Dynamesh and I start moving. And you see, hit Dynamesh. It's not that you hit Dynamesh, you just go Control, drag outside, and it's gonna Dynamesh. But make sure it's activated. If you guys are not working with the DynaWax, which is already a Dynamesh tool, you guys can go under subtools. The menu below is geometry. Under geometry, you can go with Dynamesh and activate Dynamesh. Now it turned off the symmetry, so I can just kind of like make the mouth asymmetric. Okay, so our guy is taking shape. I think the eyes are a little bit too big. I'm just gonna fill them up. So I just fill them. You can use with the fill tool that I told you about, Chain Olsen's, or you can just use a clay builder. It's almost the same. It's just like the Chain Olsen's brush is a little bit cleaner. So that looks much better. Yeah, eyes were too big. So yeah, so we're gonna put the eyes of it. Next tutorial that I'm gonna do is gonna be the texturing tutorial, not from this guy, from another guy that I'm just building right now. So I'm gonna walk you through Substance Painter. I'm gonna kind of like take a break of Zbrush and we're gonna work on Substance Painter and just paint the guy up. Now we're creating the highlights. So for the eyelids, what I did is just append a sphere and I cut it in half. Then I duplicate it and I rotate it all the way down. And after I do that, I duplicate or go to Z plugin and I mirror it, and then I combine with the main body, and after I combine, I Dynamesh just to get those eyelids. So these are very like guerrilla style, these critters. I don't really kind of like spend time like topologizing and do stuff. I just go with the flow just as an illustration. If I want to get them into production, obviously that will take way more time. I just do it just for my Instagram. I like to create characters, art, but eventually I want to start creating kind of animating my own creatures and creating a kind of like a online, like a web series for it. So now we just do like a little bit of not texture, but kind of like a rolls, or kind of like a skin rolls. There is no actually skin, but I like to add kind of like a little bit of, how do you say that? I don't want to say fat, but yeah, a little bit like fatties to the body. Anyways, I think that's looking good. So kind of like add a little bit of randomness and stuff. I don't know, nothing like that. I think I'm just gonna fill that up, or I'm just gonna start doing the, yeah, might as well just start doing some details, and I do those details with the damn standard brush. but I have realized, yep, that I should just probably make the hands first. See? Okay. Let's keep doing, creating more texture to the feet there instead. Yeah, kind of like have to fill it up to make it random. It's not like to make the skin like so soft, you know, like give it a little bit of roughness. You know, like it's kind of like a branch, roots and stuff. Okay, so let's keep, and always remember to rotate your model while you work, because you know, just because in one view it looks fine, maybe in the other view doesn't look that great. Okay, perfect. It's looking much better. Let's create the hands. So for the hands, I'm just gonna stretch it out like that a little bit. Perfect. Just not gonna worry about too much the hands. I kind of like mostly like the concept of the pose, and kind of like this gonna be the mushroom doing a yoga pose. And then I'm gonna create with the curve tool. I'm gonna create the thumb and the other finger. That one is fine. Create something there as well in the elbows, kind of like a little branch coming out of the elbows as well. And let's create the other finger, kind of like doing that pose. That's great. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more details to the arms as well. Just kind of like to make it like the same pattern of the legs. And once I smooth, do the pattern and I smooth it out, I just do with the pen, the pressure is not as high, so it doesn't get rid of all the details. I'm gonna fill it out a little bit more. Like you see in the back, that part needs to fill out more. And once that's done, once that part of filling it out is done, I'm probably gonna start creating. I'm gonna first turn off Dynamesh and I'm gonna subdivide to 3 subdivisions, so to give me a little bit more of detail. And then I'm gonna get a damp standard brush and it's gonna start doing some details in our guy. So this sculpt was totally like 55 minutes, and it's not that I don't like to spend, just I don't have the time to. I wish I could to spend more time creating more characters, but the thing is, for production, which I want to start doing soon, we'll have to create more time, retopologize, create better textures and stuff. So this is just for illustrations. So I'm still using the damp standard brush and just set up some details there, here and there, and then I'm gonna go with the eyes, kind of like a little bit of wrinkles in the eyes, and then I'm gonna start doing the mushrooms hats, or I don't know how you call that, but those lines kind of like give it some details really faster. Perfect. And let's go with the other ones too, after I'm done with this one. What I'm doing here is just smooth it out like where I started to draw, so kind of like it blends in more with our the body of our character. Okay, let's keep going this way. Perfect. That's good. We do the same scenario. We just create lines and then we smooth in where it meets the body. We're doing the same here as well. So you see, like on those edges, doesn't look like that sharp, so it blends in. That's the idea. Okay. Okay guys, so now that we have our mushroom, the hands done, we're gonna put more details a little bit. So let's see, add some details like in the knees, kind of like as well as we have in the elbows. So we are getting some kind of like a roots coming out of his knees. Okay, that's good. Let's move this more, the hands. And I'm gonna inflate it because it's too thin, so let's do the inflate brush. Okay, it's looking cool. I think I like it. I like the way that it's looking. Obviously, once it's textured and lit and everything, is gonna look pretty awesome as well. It's not that I think the way stuff is awesome. I just like it. I think they're cute creatures. Let's fix them out a little bit, make it more asymmetrical. And let's put those fingers together. Okay. And I think I have a glitch here with my Zbrush, so just hold on for a second. It's doing a quick save. And there you go. Okay. So now we're gonna mask our legs and we're gonna move the legs a little bit. So let's do one, invert the mask. Let's move our gizmo. So we're moving our gizmo where it's supposed to the leg to be. So it's gonna be like a sitting down, like a yoga position. Yep, that's good. Okay. I think that's much better. Let's smooth it out and add some kind of like random texture there with the team standard. And let's do the other leg. I'll have to fix that though. It's not looking good. Just with the smooth. Probably what happened there, I didn't mask the tip of the toe. Okay, so I think one leg is done. So let's work in the other one. Let's do the same, just mask it out. Invert the mask. So Control, draw, mask, Control, click outside, invert. Okay, I think this one will work better than I still have like some artifacts there. You see, right there. I have to smooth that out. And that's looking much better. Perfect. So I think we are done with this. Let's see if we can do something else more. Yeah. Let's kind of like detail the top. Yeah, let's detail the top better. Kind of like give it like a better shape of it, not as smooth, so kind of like give it like a little bit of a division. So we're gonna do with every single part of the top of the mushroom. That's good. Perfect. Awesome. That's pretty cool. Okay. I think this is looking great. Add some more details. I think we're good here. I think this is looking really cool, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support, all the likes, and please subscribe. It will help me a lot if you subscribe. Spread the word. Let me know what would you like to know, if you want me to make a tutorial or something, just let me know. Follow me on Instagram, and please subscribe and like this video, comment, and thank you so much, and keep creating stuff and being creative. Is the most wonderful thing that you guys can do. So take care and see you soon, guys.